We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show coming at you from Vilcabamba, Ecuador at the Raw Food World May Day Conference. And Dave, can you tell me the number one reason why you came out to Ecuador?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I've been trying to catch up and hook up with the wheatgrass messiah, and I can't get a hold of him because he's in the Netherlands, you know, over in Amsterdam, in Germany. It was so hard for us to connect. So finally I got a friend and got through to him on communication and said, dude, how do I get a hold of you? How do I learn to forage the wild grasses? Because Ariel and I are going to go up into the last area of wilderness in the continental United States for a month and do this with a hand-cranked grass juice. I'm going to see how long I can live on just wild grass juice. And finally he says, dude, come on down to the Raw World Conference, man. I'll be there. We can hook up there. And I'm like, dude, good. I'll just fly in for 1 or 2 days and book on out. Because I'm a truck driver, you know, there's money involved in my life. So, and then Teresa was like, Beauty Ellie Grace was, no, you got to be there. So, and he told me, don't make it about me, come down for the raw. And that's what it is all about now. It's all about this right here, this actual World Raw Food Conference. This rocks.
And the Wheatgrass Messiah.
Hey, praise the Lord. It's all coming from grace.
Can you explain to us, dude, how to pick the best grass on the planet?
Of course, I'll try the best I can with the grasses I see in front of us, and we'll take a little walk and, you know, see what we come across. Basically, there's two kinds of grasses. You got ornamental grasses and you got cereal grasses. Now, the cereal grasses we have been using for thousands of years. It goes back to rye, goes back to wheat, goes back to oats, goes back to barley. Those are the main four that we have. Then we have rice in the Orient, we have corn. Those are all roped in with the cereal grass families. And what distinguishes them from the ornamental grasses is that they have wide leaves and that they're soft. And then you have the ornamental grasses, and they're like thin leaves, and they're shiny, and they're kind of tough. So those are the two basic groups you have as land grass, and of course you have water-based grasses too. So, but since we are land-walking folks, we always look for the land grasses. So here we have, for example, a very sturdy variety that's already in its flowering stage, you know, but because it's the rainy season, whenever you come close to the grasses and you take a closer look, you see always like young shoots shooting up, you know, like right here, you see here's a young shoot shooting right up. So this is the stuff, you can just plug it right out of the grass plant, you know, and this is like the stuff that then goes into the juicer and helps making the juicer. So always look for the young...
Okay, look. See, you see this?
See right there?
Okay, now this is like here's the old shoot right here, right?
Right.
And then you take the young one.
The young shoot. See how it's like a white blade? See a white bladed grass? And it's kind of like, well, because this variety is very sturdy, so we have the sturdy variety here. But look, see, there's plenty of them growing everywhere.
Can you give me one, Peter, that I can taste?
Yeah, chew on it and tell me what you think. You see, right here?
Right.
It's all young grasses. But there's many more varieties. This is just what I have seen the most plentiful in Ecuador so far available. You know, and the secret about the grass is about the chlorophyll, because chlorophyllin's molecular structure is very identical to the human red blood cell hemoglobin, you know, so if you take it, they're almost identical in the molecular structure. The main difference is the core. You got iron in the core of the hemoglobin, and you got magnesium in the core of chlorophyll. But for the human metabolism, when you drink the green juice, it can be instantly made into fresh blood. So that's why you feel this feeling of elation, you know, you feel excited about life because you feel alive. Yeah. It's like you get like a new push of life energy coming right into your system, you know.
Can we do like another example so we can show, like, do it really slowly, like show everybody without pulling it out?
Look right there. See?
Right here. Okay, let's look.
See that?
Okay,
so there's the grass plant growing. Look, it goes all the way down here to the root right here. There's the old grass. Here's the old shoots. Here's the old shoots. Here's the old shoots, and then out of the center comes the young, fresh, new one. See, right now is another one right here. So these are beautiful young grasses. Here's another shoot coming out. Here's another shoot coming out. So I'm just plugging the young shoots out of the grasses right there, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, later on when we're going to juice it, in order to make it palatable, well, here's the secret. The chlorophyll by itself out of the grass juice doesn't taste really enticing that people will be excited like, wow, this is the greatest thing since like sliced toast or something. But no, what happens is like to make it flavorful and reap the benefits, we add some other things into it, like cabbage, we add some little ginger to it, we put a little apple in it, and all of a sudden you get a concoction that's really dark green, but it's really flavorful and tasty, you know. But that's the later part of the whole thing. This is first we are foraging the prime material, which is the young grasses.
Right. So, from what I got from this, you see all these, the baby shoot, I guess plants grow, and they create a new baby shoot within them, and they start to grow, and they create another baby shoot. And the way to get the young stuff is to get the very middle one that's grown the latest, and is the freshest with the most life force.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome. All the ladies. Yeah. Okay. So all the ladies are going to a song circle, and I think all the guys are gonna be drinking.
Green juice.
Green juice.
But let's go and forage some other varieties. Let's go and forage some other varieties because this is just one, and we're just going to walk down here and see what we'll encounter.
We'll see in a bit.
Saying, look at this beautiful animal right here. This is like a vegetarian that feeds off grass its entire life. And look at the body, what a strong, powerful body this grass creates out of this being. Now we have the same DNA in a certain way because we're related to them. They give one living offspring. It takes 10 months to give one little, you know, young baby horse. So we're really related to this thing. It's on an elevated, like, evolutionary level. And how come we can't, as human beings, feeding on this and have these bodies? We can. It's already a proven thing in history, right? It's just the perfect grass right here. But look at this beautiful grass. See, and here you can really see the young shoots. See how the young shoots are a little bit lighter in color? And you can just plug them and see how much. Now, if I compare this with this grass,
they are lighter in color. Look at this, dude.
And look at the grass that we got before.
Look at that. It's like right. This is the young one right here, right in the middle.
Yes. And that's where the most life force is because it's like, you know, it hasn't absorbed as much sunlight, but it is the bomb. So everybody just keep plucking these young leaves here and put them in the bag because it's going to be for.
So we're going to be. This is for the party we're doing afterwards, where the girls go and the guys are. What are the guys doing?
The guys are doing some hardcore drinking. Yeah, hardcore drinking, all dark green leafy vegetable juice, wild grass juice, alfalfa, man. You know, alfalfa has more phytonutrients in it than kale. You just don't see it on the chart because they don't consider it digestible to the human body. But the truth of the matter is, if you juice it down, you can take some of it, get those nutrients, those phytonutrients, those minerals, antioxidants. It is incredible stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm usually taking my Barley Max, but now that I'm here and Matt's bought all this alfalfa for me, man, I'm just in heaven, man. We're just juicing fresh alfalfa, man. It rocks.
So what do you think about this whole young grass concept? Are you getting it?
I am getting it, and it's such an honor and privilege to be here and be able to learn this from the Wheatgrass Messiah. It really is. I'm going up into the mountains and try and live off this stuff in Washington State, see how long it does. I want to make, as I discussed with you earlier for the book, you know, see if it works for me. If it does, I'm writing a book, and we'll announce what else is coming later on. Huh?
Right. You want to give a shout out to Ito?
Ito, you totally rock, dude. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, I show you respect as always. I miss you. I'm sorry I missed that last movie with you, but we catch up again when I get back, my brother, and I'm going to bring some stuff for you to taste. I know you've probably already tasted it, but it's up there on the line with your bread and your donut holes and Giuliano's jalapeno poppers, brother. So you'll enjoy it.
Ito is the best raw chef on the planet. Olac.com. Go check it out. AULAC.com. Fountain Valley, California.
Okay, and here's another thing. When you're sitting in this field of grass, just the energy that emanates from it is so peaceful, so beautiful. I really love doing that. That's part of the fun. I mean, yeah, you can grow wheatgrass and watch it grow too, but this is what God grew for us. We didn't have to do anything but just be grateful and collect it, really. But it's already all here. It's just waiting for us.
That is the coolest part of all this that attracted me. This is free. It's naturally crafted stuff. It's going to be the most nutrient-rich, dense stuff found on the planet Earth when it's wild crafted instead of being grown on a farm. Organic farms are good, but where do I feel the living life force in the greatest? Yeah, it's all the dark green leafy vegetable stuff, and it's when I'm picking my dandelions and my nettles and everything else I'm putting in my juices, man.
This is awesome. You got like 10 people picking grass, young grass.
Always comes out of the center and keeps going. I mean, what's happening when the female egg and the human sperm come together? together, they boom, merge, and then it bursts out of the center, and it starts, you know, like parting becomes like 2, 4, 8, 16, and becomes a whole new universe.
This guy's knowledge of
Creates
this
always
stuff
a new
is
universe.
incredible.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.